Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
I'm Chris Pirillo, and this is the Locker Gnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of geek news, gadget views, and answers that you can use. And hopefully you'll be answering a few questions for me today, because I want to know, do you like live unboxings when I do them on YouTube? As you can tell from the title of this video, assuming it's above me right now, this is the live unboxing of Google's new Nexus 7 product. I do have my original Nexus 7 right here, and if you did not hear my phone vibrate a second ago, it's because I just sent out a push notification to all of you who are running the free Locker Gnome app available for both iOS, see I held up my iPhone, and Android. So if you haven't downloaded the Locker Gnome app, you should do that right now, because that's how you stay up to date with the things that we're doing on YouTube for you. So please participate with me as I do this live. I like doing it live if I can get interactivity. And of course, I appreciate all the likes, comments, and shares that you guys give to me. The free app, by the way, made available courtesy of mobileroadie.com. It's how I made my app. I wish more YouTubers did iOS and Android apps, as well as I think Mobile Roadie has made it easy for me to do. So this is the unboxing. I'm going to be doing a separate video comparing the Google Nexus 7, also made by Asus, 2013 edition, against the original Google Nexus 7. Oh, I'm sorry, I was holding it upside down. Not like you could tell from that angle. But I'm going to be doing a separate video comparing these two devices at some point, potentially later today. I also want to tell you that I'm going to be giving away one of these new Google Nexus 7 tablets, device, computer, what would you call this thing, a gadget? So, if you want to qualify for this particular giveaway, it's happening courtesy of our sponsor, go.tagjag.com/free points. The link is in this video's description. I've talked about it several times over, available for both iOS and Android. It sounds like I said both iOS and Android. You use this application and you download sponsored applications from within the app, and you can generate points for yourself. It's how I get free Amazon gift cards, free app updates, etc. Not updates. Let me backtrack. Free app upgrades. So normally apps might cost you money in an app store. Free points allows you, or I should say feature points allows you to generate points to get paid apps for free. Anyway, check it out. So here's how you qualify. Download, using my link, go.tagjag.com/free points on iOS or Android. Download a sponsored application once you have that installed. Tell us by us, I mean the rest of the community, which sponsored app you chose to download. Just go ahead and leave another comment in the thread below. And then go ahead and also, as you tell us which sponsored app you download, tell us your referral code in the comment. So my referral code is 5RQXKM, and I've downloaded sponsor applications more than I care to tell you at this point in time. So that's how you qualify. Go.tagjag.com/free points, download a sponsored app, and share that name of the sponsored app in conjunction with your referral code in the comments. One of you, in a week's time, will get one of these. But not mine. This is going to be mine for the foreseeable future. And for those of you asking if you're going to get or have a chance to get my old Nexus 7, no, I've already sold it. I'm going to be autographing it and sending it off to that person as soon as I'm done with a couple of comparison videos here. So without further ado, now that I told you where you can get your own, or how you can get your own free, well, not only free applications, but also the Google Nexus 7 tablet, made by Asus. I'm going to go ahead and unbox it. I'm also enjoying some unboxing juice that I'm sipping out of an old DSLR lens. It's really a cup. Could I make that sound with a real lens? No, I could not. Oscar Roque sent this to me for my birthday. I didn't even ask for it. We've got Edulus watching from the Netherlands. Oh, here's the box. Sorry, as I'm fumbling with it. Stickers on either side. See here, what else do we have? It froze. I hope it didn't freeze. And hopefully everyone's got the HD version of this particular video, because I'm trying the beta again. Gotta remove the tape, or at least slice through it. And I'm not seeing any comments right now, but YouTube is still kind of buggy when it comes to live production. Oh, by the way, a very subtle Google imprint there in the box. I'm trying to hold it the right way so you can see it. Right there. And we're going to go ahead and try to do this without knocking into my unboxing juice. Look at that. Nexus 7. I know I keep calling it Google Nexus 7, but you know, some people want to hear the word Google over and over and over again. Who wouldn't? They're a good company. Wow, okay. This is the new Nexus 7. What can we call this? I mean, yes, it's the Nexus 7, but it's the Nexus 7 2013. It seems to be a bit taller. You know, if there is a difference, maybe the Nexus 7, the new one, is lighter than the old one. The back is certainly looking different. Instead of looking or feeling like a steering wheel grip, it looks to be a bit more, like, I'll just pull it out of the plastic. As I'm prone to do in these unboxings, and get it out of the plastic. Here, I'll just let you look for yourself. See how the old one is textured and the new one isn't? You still have the word Nexus imprinted in the back, just like you had on the original. I don't want to get into too many comparisons between the two. And yeah, the new Nexus 7 seems to be a bit more palmable, and it is. It's slightly skinnier, not just, I guess, height-wise, but also width-wise, depending on how you're looking at it. So yeah, wow, that's nice. And I like how it feels. Quite palmable. Let's go ahead and boot her up as we give you a tour. I believe that would be the headphone jack or audio jack. Nothing on that side. On the bottom we have the micro USB connector. On this side we have the power button and volume controls. Wow, this is light. It does feel slightly lighter than the older Nexus 7. So we're going to try to boot her up. I want to boot it up as I'm... I already... Whoa, no. Hang on. Oh, that's the camera. I thought I cracked the screen up there or spit on it. No, there's the camera hole right there. There's a camera there. There's a camera there. And we're booting up for the first time. As I'm booting up, I'm going to continue with the unboxing, lifting this flap and letting some instructions slide out. Not really instructions, really more directions, telling you how to get around the Nexus 7. Really easy. In fact, it comes with two. Don't really know why. Did they give me in 2 different languages? Yes, in 2 different languages in case pictures weren't enough for you. And we do have right here the warranty and safety, the guarantee, whatever, that's in another language, the micro USB cable, and also AC adapter for said cable so we could charge her up. And that is pretty much the rest of what's in the box. So, yeah, welcome. Right there, look at that. Nice and clean. Checking the feed here, seeing about which comments are coming in. People are happy with the HD stream and the Google Nexus 7. Will the Nexus 10 get updated soon? That's a very good question. I'd assume it would, but possibly later this year. It made sense for Google to update the Nexus 7 since I believe more Nexus 7 products were sold compared to Nexus 10s. So let's go ahead and log in to my account. Oh, see, I tapped English over and over again, and I was already selecting English, so I had to press the play button. We're going to go ahead and choose my Wi-Fi. I got to type it in. Oops. Ah, that's not my password. It would be a very short password. Give me a second. It takes a while to type this stuff in, especially when you've got longer passwords, but longer passwords are very important. Someone just asked, it was Sean the Man 34, asked if I'm going to do a Chromecast review. I will. I have 3 of them on order. And the Soldier for Good asks, question is, does it beat the iPad mini? I don't know if it beats the, I just opened, who knows? In price? Yes, of course. In everything else, well, it just depends on what you want to do. So I hope to compare the iPad mini against the Nexus 7 2013 edition as fairly as I possibly can, much like I did with the last one. Although I really want to wait until the new iPad mini is out, or at least iOS 7, because comparing new hardware against old hardware, it's a little disingenuous. Booting up Android, they're installing a system update. All right, you guys are already posting your referral codes. Awesome, but make sure you post your referral code and the sponsored app that you downloaded after you got go.tagjag.com/free points. In looking for more questions, is it still a cheap plastic? No, it doesn't feel cheap. It really doesn't. And maybe I'm just accustomed to, trying a handful of products, but it feels nice. Does not feel cheap at all. And, I can't get over it, but it's definitely lighter. It has to be lighter than the first Google Nexus 7. And this is really, I think this is one of the first Nexus 7s that were produced. And I don't know if it was the 8 gig or let's see if it says anything on the, I don't know. It's been so long since I booted it up. I just don't use it that much anymore. I kind of got, it slowed down over time. And even with Jelly Bean or Android 4.2 on there, it just wasn't giving me a great Android experience compared to my Google Nexus 4. I love my Nexus 4. I love it. And I finally got Android 4.3 on that the other day too. All right. Moving past the boot screens, hopefully. Oh, yes, you know my Wi-Fi password. Everyone knows my Wi-Fi password if you've watched this channel for any degree of time. By the way, welcome any new users who are watching this happen live. Oh, by the way, I don't know if anybody wants to know where they can get this DSLR mug, or I guess it doesn't have. In order to be a mug, does it have to have a handle? Cup? I'll put the link for you in the video's description if you want. All right, here we go again. Do I have to re-enter my password? I do. Okay, this is going to be fun. You know, it'd be nice if it just played different tones when I hit the keys. Did I type it in correctly? Or incorrectly? Connecting! The tablet is now connected. Do I have a Google account? I do. Give me a second. I'm going to key that in. If I can see with the screen this close. Give me a second, too, after I key that in. Sorry, I need bifocals, I know. Where's Diana, asks Native J23. She is not here. She's getting stuff to make salsa. Does it smell good, asks Renee D. Garth. No, kind of stinks. Just FYI. All right, let's, I got to type in my password here. Now, this one, I'm definitely not going to share with everybody. Oops, I wish I could see the password, because when I type in the wrong character, remembering all these alphanumeric characters is sometimes a bit difficult. I also have to be careful not to mouth anything as I key things in, because sometimes I do that. By signing in, I agree to the terms of service. Signing in, this can take a few minutes, as it says. Still looking for more questions. How is the display? Asks Mark Barone. Ah, yay, look at that. Google Services, backup, right there. Oh, I guess I can hold it closer for you. Backup or location, I'll just keep the defaults, that's fine. Communication, I'll keep that all on. Restoring, the tablet is contacting Google to restore your account. It can take up to 5 minutes. This tablet belongs to Chris Pirillo. Indeed it does. Setup complete. Android 4.3. Really not that many changes between Android 4.2 and 4.3. Showing me my Google Play library. Okay, I kind of got that. Okay, very responsive. I like that. Smooth frame rate. This, to me, seems to be just a hair smoother than the Nexus 7, the original Nexus 7. Google has said that the images on the new Nexus 7 are brighter than the old images by about 30%, or at least we can see about 30% more color in the spectrum on the new Nexus 7. Screen is definitely sharper. I can tell you that. No doubt in my mind. I'm going to go ahead and increase the brightness just a bit. Can you guys see that okay? It's kind of hard to tell when... Ooh, apparently I didn't do that right. Where's the... Oh, I see. I was looking at the wrong part of the screen. I was getting confused with the images in the background with that window that pulled up. Look at that. Nice, clean, smooth frame rate back and forth. Now, I've been told in a lot of reviews, including from The Verge, that there is still some amount of stutter in scrolling. And indeed, that kind of is the case. Specifically in Google Play, you can see as it's kind of sticking back and forth. Once things are loaded, it's a tiny bit smoother, but Android's still got to work on the frame rate when it comes to scrolling, specifically with your finger. Like when you scroll up and you let go, it's not so bad, but everything else just seems to kind of be herky-jerky. We've got software buttons there on the bottom. Of course, if I reorient the device, they will appear on the side, which is kind of nice. What is that? Recommended for you. Dash clock battery extension. Nah. Let's see here. What else should we do here? I don't know. There's Hangouts. I can see that. It's downloading. Yes, I want to choose some apps. I don't want to do that right now. It's downloading some in the background, or at least should be, as it's adding a few more. Of course, I always, my go-to apps on Android would be about the same as they are on iOS. Flipboard, Facebook, Google Chrome, yes, Dropbox. You also have the standard Google Play applications. I don't use Gmail all that much, But I can tell you in swiping around, it seems to be almost, but not quite as smooth as the Nexus 4. A faster product compared to the older Nexus 7, and certainly if you were looking into the Nexus 7 before, you would be just as well served by the new Nexus 7. Taste it. Someone asked me. Yeah, it tastes Nexus-ier than the old one, really. They worked on the taste, the flavor. What else should I do, guys? Because I don't want to belabor a lot of the point here now that I've booted it up for the first time. I know what I can do. Give me a second. I'm going to launch Chrome. Yes, I still use Chrome just about everywhere. In fact, the Chromecast works right now because I have a Google TV in my home office. And on YouTube, I can press the new Chromecast icon in a YouTube player with the extension installed, and it'll automatically throw it up onto my TV, and I can watch it on TV. Although it's a little buggy and my TV keeps crashing. It's so new. We'll head over to go.tagjag.com. Oops, not CPM. /free points. Look at that. It's already populated in the profile since I've used it before. And here's how you install it. Download from Google Play right there. After you go through my link, that's appreciated. Install. Accept. And then remember that redeem code, not just redeem code, sorry, my referral code. We'll open that again. And has it open there? Feature points has successfully installed. Now, it's probably going to prompt us for that referral code right up front. Yeah, see? They already plugged in my referral code. Nice and handy. So go through my link, agree to the terms. Of course I agree to the terms. Naturally. Who wouldn't agree to the terms? It's that easy. Now, I can download my first app, a sponsored app, Dark Summoner. Very nice. See? It's that easy. We're going to go ahead and skip the rest right now. I just wanted to show you how simple it was. There are all the sponsored apps that you can download. Wow. Scrolling is definitely smoother on the new Nexus 7 compared to the old Nexus 7. Not quite there yet, which, hopefully apps will continue to be released in a more optimized fashion, at least as far as the screen is concerned. I just like a responsive OS on the desktop, on my mobile, whether I'm talking about a tablet or a smartphone. Let's see here. Any other questions to cut the rope tests? Well, I can tell you, the newer, I'm happier out of the box with the newer Nexus 7 than I am with the older one. That's a guarantee. Now, I haven't purchased Cut the Rope on the Android or on Android, but I have the free version, Cut the Rope. So I'll go ahead and download that. Cut the Rope full, free. I just hate ads on apps. So that's the reason why the Locker Gnome app doesn't have ads. And also why I like iOS, because you can either pay to upgrade or remove the ads, and instead of them just releasing the application as is with ads, and there's no way to turn them off. So let's go ahead and try Cut the Rope now that I've installed it. Theoretically, there we go. I was looking for the icon. Now this famous, quote-unquote famous, Cut the Rope test came about because I was testing the Windows RT, Windows RT on the Surface with Windows RT, now called Surface RT, and there was so much frame droppage, it wasn't even funny. Please verify your age and enjoy the game. 99? No, dude. I'm like, oh god, I have to actually put this in? This is new. I've never seen them ask me for my age. I'm now 40. Okay, I won free superpowers. Okay, let's go ahead and play. I want to switch between the levels. Oh, let's see here. It's turned down. A rich sound, certainly a more rich sound. Okay, I want to do a level select. This is where I saw frame droppage on Windows RT. Yeah, it's smoothish. There's a small amount of stutter, but it's not horrendous. That's workable. It really is. I mean, see that? Did you see that ad at the bottom of the screen? I don't mind ads when they're integrated and there's a value of having ads, but that wasn't a value to me. All right, so Cut the Rope test, I would say it passed. I definitely like this out of the box compared to my experience with the Nexus 7, original Nexus 7 out of the box, and we'll certainly run it through its paces. Compared to the Nexus 4, though, I would still say the Nexus 4 is a lot more smoother, buttery smooth compared to the Nexus 7. This is just me eyeballing it, my experience right out of the box. There's only one more thing I know I wanted to tell you here. What's the camera like? Okay, well, let's see here. I guess I'm rolling into a first impressions. Remember photo location? Sure, why not? We'll focus in there. Here's the camera app. All right. Well, I thought I focused in on the screen. Oh, it did. Look at that. Someone's having trouble downloading the Free Points app. I will be sure, email me, chris@pirillo.com. I will let you know how to get that done. Look at that. How's the build quality? Camera seems okay for a tablet. Build quality seems fine, if not more than fine. Let's go ahead and flip the camera, front camera, which is perfect for Hangouts and networking sessions, like webcam chats and whatnot. Even though it's not really a webcam, it's going to be of a lower resolution, but still workable. You can see it kind of blurred as I was moving around. I'm really that white. Hi, Chris. How you doing? All right, let's go back home. Any other questions? Can I do a benchmark test? I could right now, but I kind of want to save that. And honestly, synthetic benchmarks don't impress me all that much. To tell you, I mean, honestly, I'm just being flat out honest with y'all. They don't really impress me. Drop test. I could probably drop it and it would survive, but I don't want to do that. Thank you, Tom Tyler, for asking that. Jennifer Lane asks, would you say that the Retina display on the iPad is better than the screen on the new Nexus 7? I'd have to do some serious side-by-sides between these two, but, is that a smudge already? Boy, it gets smudges quicker, that's for sure. You would be hard-pressed to tell the difference between an iPad Retina display or even an iPhone Retina display and the Nexus 7. It's really sharp, fantastically sharp. Even if I'm looking at it without being able to, I can see clearly. It's just that I can see more clearly when I do this. I need bifocals. I'm 40. Give me a break. So, yeah, they're quite close. A fish test. Well, I don't have the link for that right now, so I can't do that. I don't think that is a minor upgrade, says DPAD09. No, it's not a minor upgrade at all. In fact, if you have the original Nexus 7 and you like it and you can sell it, get the new Nexus 7. Google, you're welcome. I'm selling Nexus 7s for you. If you like the first one, the second one would be good. If you're curious to know if you get the new Nexus 7 over the iPad mini, you might want to wait for the next iPad mini revision. Suffice it to say, Apple needs to step up their game with the iPad mini. This is quite a contender. Now, are there a lot of apps that are optimized for the Nexus 7 screen? That remains to be seen. Any app that I've seen that Google's promoting is really more of a phone app still that's blown up to accommodate a larger screen. I love social networking on the Nexus 7, browsing the photos on Instagram. Hopefully you guys are following me there as well. What's it like with Quadrant? I don't know. I won't have time. Apple 99 man. He says, DPAD09 comes back and says, I would upgrade if you are using your old one all the time. Many people say they don't use your old one. Exactly. And I kind of fell into that category. Just after using the Nexus 4, using the Nexus 7 just kind of sucked. Even though it had a bigger screen, it was jittery, still jittery, even with newer Android updates. So hopefully in using the new Nexus 7, I will not find myself wanting to switch back to the Nexus 4 as my go-to Android device. How much does it cost? Well, it depends on which one you get. This one, after tax, cost about $250 shipped. I don't think they're officially available until, tomorrow or something like that? Kind of crazy. Is it equipped with Gorilla Glass? It's actually, yes, Corning Glass 7-inch or LCD IPS. And this is if anything's changed between this and the old Nexus 7, I would say it's the screen resolution. It's dramatically different. Radically different. Wow. Yeah, it's just... okay, I'm not going to belabor that point. Does it fit in your pants? We're going to do the pants pocket. Someone asked how many gigabytes. This would be 16 gigs. Yeah, fits in your back pocket. Let's see here. Fits in your front pocket right there. It's personable as well. I'm hopefully personable. How far have we gone now? About 4:25 live. We'll go about 5 more minutes. James Russell claims that I am not 40. You're wrong, James Russell. I am. YouTube test. We could do a YouTube test. Sure, give me a second. Oh, gotta unlock it. Boop. Let's see here. Where's YouTube? right there. We'll have to pull up a Locker Gnome. Lockergnome. Bam. What? Lockwood? Who's Lockwood? No. Locker Gnome. Of course, it already has me logged in, so I don't need to go that far. Hey, look it. It's me going live. Ooh, should we do a live playback for Inception? The live unboxing of the Nexus 7? About 5 more minutes. James Russell claims that I am not 40. You're wow! Russell, I am. I love it. YouTube test. We can do a YouTube test. Sure, give me a second. Sounds great. Looks great. I can even see my flop sweat. Right wow. Pull up a Locker Gnome. Very nice. The new Nexus 7 is looking to be a pretty good buy. Now, this is just initial impressions, not a final judgment call. I got to use it for quite some time. I can't just tell you, go out and get it outright. Of course, I have said you could upgrade. I think that's a fair assumption if you like the old Nexus 7. I'm going to like playing with this thing, I think. Cameron Jakowski says, I never miss one of your and Diana's vlogs. Thank you so much. Please look at the Google Plus app for Android 4.3. Okay, I happen to like Google Plus. I don't know, you guys do. Although sometimes people on Google Plus really kind of upset me. They don't read or they don't listen. People on Google Plus assume that the only thing I play with are Apple devices, and that's just wrong. Of course, people on Facebook say the same thing. And again, it's incorrect. Keep your address book up to date. Improve suggestions. Sure, why not? Back up your photos. Not now. I never turn that on because I take a lot of crap photos. Let's reorient the screen. Smoothish. Not insanely smooth. Once the images are cached, it's a little better. Of course, if we go to a single column layout, it'll look a bit different in the middle. A lot like Instagram. This is why I like Google Plus, because there's a lot of great content to discover. Depends on who you circle. I used to be on the suggested user list till I became honest with Google and told them everything that they're doing wrong, or that I think they're doing wrong. That's not empirical. It's just a judgment call. Very subjective. The Camera Sutra. All right, so there's that. Source Bolt Media says, nice man boobs. Thanks. I'm 40 years old. How heavy is it? Pretty lightweight. Do a Google Earth test. This is why I like doing it, these things live, is because I get a chance to interact with y'all. All right. I don't need to learn how to use Google Earth. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Clean, crisp. I think we're zoomed into Nebraska right now. La Crosse. Is this Wisconsin? Smoothish. Hey, look, I can see one of you guys watching right now. Not bad. Still needs to be a bit more optimized as far as frame rate's concerned, but not bad at all. Honestly, and I don't want to belabor that, but it means so much to me in terms of usability. It really does. See if anybody else is asking questions that I can possibly answer. Do you like Google Plus more than Twitter? Equal, I would say. I heard you met John McKinley. Yes, I did when I was in the UK. Can you test your website in it? I guess I could, and this will be the last thing I'm going to do because I need to get going. Lockergnome. Yeah, okay, got Locker Gnome there. Lockergnome.com. We're going to reorient mid-load. Hey, look at that. It does load right there. All the great articles. You can tap through. You can watch the YouTube videos we've posted. Read, subscribe, get our new email newsletter if you haven't subscribed to that yet. Or subscribe to the YouTube channel. Oh, we almost have 300,000 subscribers. We're not there yet. Also, there's an easy way of following us on Twitter as well as our Facebook page. And you can, of course, watch other things on our website. Lockergnome.com. All right, so I did as much as I possibly could in the time allotted, unboxed, gave you initial impressions, answered some questions. Let me once again remind you to qualify for the giveaway for a new Nexus 7, your own Nexus 7. Use the link in this video's description. Go.tagjag.com/free points. Load it up on your Android device or iOS device. Use my referral code, which I will update for you in the description if you didn't see it already. And be sure to post a comment with your referral code and which sponsored app you downloaded. You got to do that in the comment. Otherwise, it just will not work. So thanks again, everybody, for coming along. I am going to be doing the comparison video now, or at least trying to do the comparison video now. As I close out, I'm going to go ahead and load the Maps app someone had requested. Smooth-ish. Smoothish. Okay, there we go. That's smooth. I like that. It just takes you into the experience when it's a smooth frame rate, like 60 frames a second. When it's jittery, it takes me out. I know I'm the only one who ever hammers on that point, but you know what? It makes it for a better experience for everybody. So thanks again for joining us live. If you didn't watch us live, that's okay. Thanks again for doing everything you guys are doing for me so that I can do the things I'm doing for you. Good luck with the giveaway. Thanks for liking, commenting, and sharing all of our videos. And until next time, we'll see you later.